Beijing's diamond court pulses under the lights, tiebreak tension thicker than the autumn fog. Emma Raducanu, 1 point from glory, stares down 3 match points, her forehand slices the air, the crowd holds its breath. Save 1. Backhand winner rips the line. Save 2. Another net cord betrays her, but she fights back. Save 3. Then, crack, the forehand floats long, errors cascade like dominoes. From hero to heartbreak in heartbeats, Pegula flips the script, bagels the third set 6-0. Emma's dream shatters. How does a US Open queen unravel so fast? That gut punch got you? Smash like, subscribe now, and let's autopsy this meltdown on Tennis Insider. The China Open round of 32 clash between Emma Raducanu and Jessica Pegula wasn't just a match, it was a psychological thriller scripted for the ages. Raducanu burst out the gates, channeling her Mandarin-fueled crowd love from the first round into a blistering start. She snagged the opener 6-3, breaking Pegula twice with laser forehands that painted the lines red. The Brits' movement was poetry, sliding across the hard court like she owned Beijing streets, saving a break point early with a rally that had 15,000 souls roaring. Pegula, the steely American number 5, clawed back in the second, but Emma held firm, breaking at 2-1 on a volley mishit at net. Sets level? No, into tiebreak warfare. Raducanu surged to 5-2, match points gleaming like trophies. Pegula's first save, a half-volley backhand redirect, turning Raducanu's pace against her. Second, down-the-line forehand after a lucky net cord. Third, Emma's forehand sails wide, the first of 3 straight unforced errors that handed Pegula the tiebreak 9-7 and the set 7-6. Then, the decider, a 6-0 demolition. Emma's serves wilted, her groundstrokes turned tentative, 22 unforced errors in 21 minutes sealing a 3-6, 7-6, 9, 6-0 defeat. This wasn't fatigue, it was fracture, echoing her Seoul semis choke 2 weeks prior. Pegula later called it crazy, admitting luck on those backhand bullets, but Emma's fire dimmed when it burned brightest. A 2-hour, 21-minute epic that exposed the razor edge between triumph and torment in elite tennis. This is Tennis Insider, your raw feed on the racket world's rawest moments. Stay locked in for the unvarnished truth. X exploded post-match, a digital coliseum where fans dissected Emma's psyche like surgeons. British Tennis Up captured the sting. It's a disappointing result for Emma, who sadly isn't able to convert 3 match points and loses out to Jessica Pegula 6-3, 6-7, 0-6 in the third round. Tough one for Emma to take. Replies poured in, some empathetic, others brutal. One user fired, another choke job. Mental games her Achilles, US Open magic feels ancient now. Time Sport piled on, Emma Raducanu unravels again after spurning 3 match points against world No. 5 Jessica Pegula. The British no one was beaten 3-6, 7-6, 9, 6-0. Quotes and debates raged, is it pressure? Youth? Or just bad bounces? Thor 132925 lamented, disappointing. Result for Emma Raducanu, who sadly isn't able to convert 3 match points. Over 190 likes on British Tennis Up's post alone, with fans split, half blaming Pegula's grit, she fought like a lioness, half probing Emma's headspace, time for a sports psychologist, those errors screamed doubt. Hashtags trended, hashtag Raducanu meltdown, hashtag mental toughness, threads unraveling her tiebreak tilt from dominance to despair. One viral clip looped the saves, captioned, Pegula's ice veins versus Emma's fire fizzle. Chinese fans, still buzzing from her Mandarin charm, defended fiercely, she's human, give her grace. But the chorus grew, this pattern, 6 lost tiebreaks in 7 since June, hints at deeper wiring issues. X became Emma's confessional mirror, reflecting a prodigy at the crossroads, where adoration meets armchair analysis in equal measure. In the presser shadows, Emma's voice cracked just enough to pierce the room's stoic air, a raw glimpse behind the champion's mask. Flanked by water bottles and notebooks, she replayed the unraveling with quiet fire. It was right there, those points. I felt the momentum, but tennis humbles you fast. Her eyes, still rimmed red from courtside tears, darted as she unpacked the bagel. Third set? I just tightened up. Couldn't find the loose swings from set 1. Reporters probed the mental minefield, another 3 MPs blown, second in weeks, and she owned it. Yeah, it stings. I've got to work on closing, on that killer instinct when the door cracks open. No excuses, just lessons. Pegula's gracious nod from afar echoed in clips. Emma played lights out. I got lucky on those winners. But Emma waved it off. Luck's part of it, but I handed her the rope.
Her every move dissected under
Experts
tennis's
chimed in
unforgiving
post-press.
lens.
Annabelle Croft,
The equal
on
pay backlash
BBC,
lingered,
urged
with her
mental
perceived dodge costing
recalibration.
her fan
Emma's
base
a technician
trust, while the
supreme,
Wimbledon
but
romance
pressure
probe
turns her into
exposed media
overthinker.
sexism in stark relief.
Tim Henman added,
Cameron
resilience
Norrie's awkward
rebuild,
presser moment became a
visualization
rallying
drills,
cry for
maybe a
fans
coach
demanding
tweak.
respect for Emma's privacy.
The room hung heavy with her
Surprise
resolve.
revelation. A
Wuhan
leaked
next.
team memo showed
Rematch
Emma's
fuel.
frustration with the media's
This
focus,
wasn't defeat,
pushing her to
it was
consider skipping
dissection.
future
Emma
presses,
emerging
a bold
scarred but
move that
sharper,
could redefine
her words
career.
of vow etched in Beijing's
This
chill.
cliffhanger keeps you guessing.
Fans
Will she
watching
embrace
streams
advocacy
nodded.
or retreat from the
Vulnerability
spotlight?
breeds connection,
The
turning
storytelling
loss
grips
into
with
lore.
its raw human stakes,
As
showing
dust
a
settles
star
on
caught
this
in a
Beijing
vortex of
bruise,
expectation.
Emma's roadmap gleams
As
with
she powered
redemption
through
arcs.
Wimbledon, her grit silenced
Experts
some
eye the
critics,
Asian
but
swing
the
as her
scars of
proving
scrutiny
ground.
remained.
Wuhan Open kicks
This
off
saga
October
isn't
7th.
just about tennis,
A potential
it's about a
Pegula
young
rematch
woman
in the
fighting to
quarters.
define herself.
Poetic payback or repeat
For more
nightmare.
explosive sports stories,
Tennis
subscribe to
365
Aussie
maps
Sports
it.
Central,
After
your
painful
home for the
defeats in
truth
Seoul
behind
and
the
Beijing,
triumphs.
Emma will look to bounce back with a string of Asian swing events to end 2025. Osaka, Hong Kong, maybe Guangzhou qualifiers, hardcourt havens to rebuild rhythm before the WTA Finals wildcard chase. Analysts prescribe, dial in sports psych sessions, sharpen tiebreak tactics, drill those high-stakes simulations till muscle memory overrides doubt. Her 2025 resurgence, US Open quarters, Seoul semis, proves the talent's locked in. Now, forge the finisher. Pegula's escape flips their head-to-head 3-1, but Emma's youth, 22, buys time. Contrast Pegula's veteran poise at 27. Fan forums buzz next steps, pair with a mindset guru like Judy Murray's crew? Or solo grind in the gym? Whatever the blueprint, it's clear, this meltdown's her manifesto, fueling a fiercer fall. From Mandarin muse to matchpoint martyr, Emma's narrative twists toward triumph. Watch her wield this wound as weapon in Wuhan's wars. There it is, the full fallout from Emma's China Open collapse. Heartbreak today, headlines tomorrow? Sound off in comments. What's her mental fix? Like if your team Raducanu rally, subscribe to Tennis Insider for every twist, and notifications on for the Wuhan watch party. Your insider edge starts here. Catch you courtside.
This revelation added layers, showing a 22-year-old caught in a no-win situation, her every word weaponized. The cliffhanger looms. Could she clarify her stance and regain trust? Then came Wimbledon's bombshell, a reporter's audacious question to Cameron Norrie about dating Emma. In his stunned pause, an awkward denial went viral, with fans slamming the media for reducing Emma to tabloid fodder. The incident wasn't just intrusive, it highlighted a sexist lens that male players rarely face. Emma's dignified silence in response only amplified the narrative of her resilience amid chaos. The storytelling pulses with tension, capturing the unfair pressures on young female athletes. As the controversy swirled, Emma's on-court performance became a battleground, with every win or loss tied to her off-court drama. Supporters rallied, arguing the media and fans demanded too much from a young star still finding her voice. This saga wasn't just about tennis, it was a mirror to society's expectations of women in sport. Aussie Sports Central brings you these electrifying stories, unmasking the human struggles behind the headlines. Wimbledon 2025 turned Emma's spotlight into a crucible, with the romance probe stealing headlines from her forehands. The reporter's question to Cameron Norrie, was he dating Emma, wasn't just a misfire, it was a glaring example of media overreach, with fans on X calling it a disgusting low blow. Norrie's flustered response, a mix of confusion and professionalism, only fueled the fire, as clips racked up millions of views. The surprise twist, Emma reportedly laughed off the rumor privately, but her public silence spoke volumes, signaling her refusal to feed the gossip mill. This moment crystallized the double standards she faced. While male players were asked about strategy, she dodged intrusive personal probes. The equal pay controversy, meanwhile, simmered on, with critics digging into her past interviews for clues of her stance. Some unearthed comments suggesting she supported parity but shied from advocacy to avoid alienating sponsors. This nuance didn't quell the storm, it intensified debates about her responsibility as a star. Cliffhanger moment, would Emma address the backlash head-on or let her racket do the talking? The narrative weaves a compelling tapestry.
Youth, 22, buys time, contrast Pegula's veteran poise at 27. Fan forums buzz next steps, pair with a mindset guru like Judy Murray's crew? Or solo grind in the gym? Whatever the blueprint, it's clear, this meltdown's her manifesto, fueling a fiercer fall. From Mandarin Muse to Matchpoint Martyr, Emma's narrative twists toward triumph. Watch her wield this wound as weapon in Wuhan's wars. There it is, the full fallout from Emma's China Open collapse. Heartbreak today, headlines tomorrow? Sound off in comments, what's her mental fix? Like if your team Raducanu rally, subscribe to Tennis Insider for every twist, and notifications on for the Wuhan watch party. Your insider edge starts here, catch you courtside.